Hi, you're in the PNL newsroom. I'm joined by the voice of the Raiders, Trevor Redden, of course, Jeff D'Andrea from our sports department. Big day as far as trades and acquisitions are concerned, Trevor. Why is today such a big day?
Well, it's the trade deadline in junior hockey. So for major junior hockey players, today is the last day. 4 o'clock Central Standard Time is the last opportunity for teams to make moves for the rest of the season. So from here on out, whether it be the Raiders or any junior hockey team across Canada, you know who you have for the rest of the year. On an individual level, it's anxious for the players because you don't know. It's you have a home, you stay with billets here in Prince Albert, you're part of the #1 team in the country. You want to stay, you don't know what's going to happen. So until 4 o'clock passes, it's an anxious day.
Okay, we know of 3 acquisitions then. Bryce Bader, tell me about him.
Bryce Bader, yeah, he comes from the Calgary Hitmen. The Raiders send over the rights of Quinn Olson, another 17-year-old forward. Olson had committed to the NCAA's University of Minnesota Duluth, so has indicated to the Raiders, my understanding, that he's not going to play in the Western Hockey League. Calgary, he's a Calgary guy, so they'll take him and see if they can persuade him to play in the Western Hockey League. Coming the other way, though, Bryce Bader is a 17-year-old player, 4 goals in 10 games, a big body, and a guy who's still got a few years of junior eligibility in front of him, so a high upside acquisition.
Okay, Jeff D'Andrea, another acquisition. We found out about a goalkeeper, Boston Billouis. What do we know?
Yeah, he's coming from the Edmonton Oil Kings, and really, just trying to find that backup for Ian Scott. Donovan Buskey was supposed to be that guy coming over for the Spokane Chiefs earlier in the season. They just reassigned him to BCHL for the Trail Smoke Eaters. So, just kind of another attempt at finding that backup behind Ian Scott, and hopefully, Boston Billouis can fill that role for the Raiders.
Okay, and wrapping up the trio, Trevor, we've got this chap, Loden Schaffler from Seattle. Some great names as well that we're all going to get used to. What about this guy?
Well, he was a member of the Kootenay Ice last year. He's 18 years old now. He was moved from Kootenay over to Seattle earlier this season. Was a member of the Thunderbirds up until last night. Seattle comes into Prince Albert. He was out of the lineup, and as I understand, as the Seattle bus pulled out, Schaffler stayed behind, and they unpacked his bags into the Raider dressing room. So he's a Prince Albert defender now, and they only had 6 defensemen on the team. You can only play 6 in a game, so if anything happened, they had nobody extra. So he'll come in and provide some more depth and challenge for a spot.
And an important one, Jeff, some people were getting on our social media, on PA Now and some of our social media channels, people are saying, oh, we're panicking. We have this golden team, and now management is fooling around with the staff on the ice. What should be reminding our listeners and our viewers about this?
Well, I mean, one way to make your team better is to make your team better. And I think the Raiders have done that. There aren't too many huge splashes today. They're just more kind of depth moves, making sure that, the backup goaltending's good. The forwards are made up with 13 with Bryce Bader, and then, Schaffler coming in to shore up the blue line. So it's nothing too crazy, really. Just making sure that if someone gets hurt, that, someone can, come in and just kind of have rotations in the last, D pairing and the last forward unit as well. And whenever Ian Scott needs a rest, Billouis can come in and fill that role. So nothing too crazy here today, and I don't think, these moves in particular would really shake up the success the Raiders have had in the first half of the season.
Okay, Jeff, Trevor, thanks very much indeed. Check it all out on panow.com.